what is music?
Okay, if you were to ask me what is music, it's funny that you're Russian, and I've DJed in Russia a decent amount. I have a very deep respect for the history of Russian poetry. So one of my favorite Russian poets, and one of my favorite African American poets, there's a gentleman by the name of Claude McKay, and he went to Russia in the 1920s because the Soviets were trying to convince black people to go to Russia as a way of creating pressure on the United States racial politics. But one of my favorite Russian poets is Vladimir Mayakovsky. There's another one, Vladimir Klebnikov, both of whom were fascinated with this idea of unfolding in space and time. So when you say what is music, it's a poetry of space and time, but without words. And people need to understand that the permutation of the music, the idea of polyphony, the idea of multiple rhythms and tempos, those are human beings just trying to navigate this relativistic field of expression that we can think of as the universe that we inhabit. I mean, if you think about what it means to be human, we see the universe in a very narrow focus. We can only see certain spectrum of light. We can only hear certain kinds of frequencies. So that's a very narrow window to see the universe. One could argue music is our way of trying to understand the universe in a more deeper way. So the world is complex and the universe is much more complex, but we try as we can to make sense of it. And I think music is that attempt, you know.